Good evening. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Amy Burkett. A nice place to visit, but you wouldn't want to live there. They used to say that about Uptown Charlotte, you know. Not long ago, Uptown was a ghost town after work. Nowhere to shop and eat after hours, and certainly nowhere you'd want to call home. My, how things have changed. Now, Charlotte's Center City is so attractive, it's not just for young professionals who are moving there. We sent Jeff Saunier uptown to find out more.
Yeah, when you come uptown for fireworks at the Knights ballpark or a festival, or maybe to watch the Panthers or Hornets, it's hard walking past all these fancy new Uptown condo towers without wondering. So what's it like living up there on the balcony? Well, for Courtney Zuniga, the view from her balcony is pretty amazing.
You know, and you're watching it go, the sun go down and all the lights come on in the buildings, and it's just beautiful.
But otherwise, Courtney's story, 11 stories up, is pretty much what you'd expect. You know, living uptown, stay-at-home mom. Wait, what? She's a mom with 4 kids at home in Uptown? Really?
Look at Max, he's all over the place. Look at you.
That's my Moana.
Wow. You want to go downstairs? You can go downstairs. Hi. Do-do-do. You want to smile? Do that. Say mama.
Yep, Mama Courtney, her 4 at-home kids, and her husband all live in a 2-story, 11th floor condo, less than 2 blocks from where Dad works, uptown. It looks and feels, on the inside at least, more like a home in one of Charlotte's nicest neighborhoods, until you peek out those 11th floor windows.
It's just the perfect space. You know, like you were saying, it feels like a home. It feels like you're in a home, but you're in the middle of the city. There's multiple parks where you'll see children playing in the fountains at Romare Bearden and First Ward. We don't have a backyard, so instead we get in the stroller, we get on our little bikes, and we go to one of the parks or the activities. So they have the Science Museum, Discovery Place, which we go to quite a bit. We're members there. They have Imagine-On, which is the children's library, which we love, and then also has the children's theater. So that's just kind of how we live our life.
I'm still seeing an awful lot of millennials coming downtown.
Dennis Marsoon sells real estate in the Center City, matching up a lot of Charlotte's young professionals with their high-rise dream homes.
If young people come uptown all the time, pretty soon they start to say, why don't I just live there?
But Marsoon agrees not all uptown buyers are looking for this penthouse lifestyle that the high-rises are selling. Not everybody walks their dog in designer heels, or needs a 24-hour concierge, or wants a rooftop pool. Some are just looking for a place to raise a family.
There are people with kids now. There were not people with kids when I was first here. I think my kids were like the kids.
Kenya Justice has been here in 4th Ward for 19 years. Her 2 teenagers grew up here, just as Uptown itself was growing.
There was not a lot here when we first came. I mean, this building here was a surface parking lot. Everything about the neighborhood is sort of a mix of old and new and just different sorts of people. And that, to me, is what makes the neighborhood great. And that's what I like about being able to raise my kids in that kind of environment.
That kind of environment also includes family walks to the Uptown ballparks or the Uptown theaters. And sometimes even a light rail ride to school instead of the school bus for her older son.
He can leave here at 6:30 and get the light rail and be at school on time.
I very seldom see people that want to leave downtown and move to the suburbs.
It's the other way around.
It's the other way around.
And real estate pros add that retirees are discovering Center City too.
Empty nesters. They're moving downtown because they want to be close to the symphony.
Social amenities, galleries, museums. It couldn't be more convenient.
Convenience is a big reason Sharon and Walter Sanders sold their big suburban home in Pennsylvania for this cozy condo on the 7th floor over 4th Ward Park. Their new uptown view is less towers, more flowers.
I was blown away, first of all, by the greenery. I love trees, I love nature, and I didn't expect that in a big city.
Never anything like this. This is our first condo experience.
And the Sanders didn't just give up their house to move uptown. They also gave up their cars.
We do not own cars. We walk pretty much everywhere on a daily basis. The grocery store in the building, I think, sealed the deal. If you don't have to drive for groceries, then what do you need a car for?
It's what we were seeking, and I think what we found even exceeded our expectations. We found a happy home in Uptown.
It's unique. It is unique.
As long as our family's in Charlotte, we'll be here. We don't plan on moving.
And since Courtney Zuniga and her husband moved here from New York, we asked her, what's it like living in Uptown Charlotte versus Midtown Manhattan? Well, she says actually the view here in Uptown kind of reminds her of Manhattan. Plus, it's cleaner and safer and a lot cheaper. In fact, their 4,400 square foot condo in Uptown costs about the same as 800 square feet in New York. Amy?
Thanks so much, Jeff. Well, Charlotte Center City partners say as early as 2018, 30,000 people called Uptown home. Now that's 10% more than 2 years ago and 300% more than 15 years ago. But living uptown, especially in apartments, will cost you dearly. Rents are 50% higher in Uptown than the city's average.